Like when you're trying to describe to somebody about using ketamine in terms of another tool that they can use in therapy, how do you describe it to them? Let's start there.
Yeah, and right off the bat, I love how you said a tool, right? Because I think in our culture, we think medicine of any kind, and it's like, take the pill fixes the symptom. Okay, we're good to go. Um, but ketamine really doesn't work like that. And that's one of the things that really inspired me. One of the things that inspired me to learn more about ketamine was that I was seeing the research coming out about ketamine's effectiveness with treatment resistant depression, right? This is like 4 or 5 years
Mhm.
ago.
Yeah.
Um, and then looking at kind of how it works in the brain. Uh, so traditionally, clients maybe they're taking antidepressants. They've been taking antidepressants for years, right? So
Mhm.
we know with antidepressants, they take the pill, it works, and then they don't take the pill and it doesn't work, or maybe it stops working or something like that. So the difference with ketamine, and I know this is kind of a big, wraparound way to get to answer your question, but the difference with ketamine is that you take the medicine, you have the experience, and then it's not just what happens in your brain from the medicine. Yes, that's part of it. It's also then what you do after with the experience and integration. And that's what makes it different from traditional antidepressants, number one. And number two, as such a powerful tool in therapy because it can kind of take rigid or very hardwired brain connections, so to speak, and give them maybe a little bit of softness, give the person a little bit of space so that they can start to actually think of things differently, which then can lead to different choices, behaviors, patterns, etc.
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah, so it's not only it's like if people could have an integration session after taking antidepressants, and that might be one of the ways to continually figure out like what is the symptom that they're trying to get rid of and how do they understand that impacting their life, and maybe the resistant medication resistant depression when and a lot of medical facilities are using this like ketamine, what is it called? ESK or something like that.
Oh, like Spravato,
Yeah.
esketamine, yeah,
Yeah, S-ketamine.
nasal spray.
Right. So that's like that's another way to use it is that you would go to the clinic and you would do this nasal spray and it's like a 15-minute thing. One of the things that I find with that is that if those patients don't have a place to integrate, they're still not getting the full effect of the medication because it is the integration piece and understanding how the new neural pathways are being developed so that you can actually have different experiences uh, within your depression or within whatever it is that's kind of blocking you or stopping you from living life. I'm just going to say on your own terms or however you foresee that or whatever is stopping you from feeling like you're free of whatever is holding you back mental health wise. Would you agree with how I said that?